Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Yes, that would be, you know, one downside to living underneath the giant sky. You know, Lydia, I'm thinking, my adventures, they aren't, well, to put too fine a word on it, cinematic enough.
Got some good pieces
So
out here
I
if you
was
can buy.
thinking,
More inside.
I was thinking we should do something to improve that. Something like, this. That's a start. That's certainly a start. Perhaps we should try something like this. Oh, yes. Now, this is more like it. But, you know, I think we could improve things even further, Lydia. For example, what if you did something like... Yes, shoot it with a wider lens, you see. It makes it more impressive. Oh, now you're talking. This, Lydia, is the true cinematic Skyrim experience. Except no substitutes. Oh, Lydia, somehow you've managed to get lost again in the great plains of Whiterun. I don't really understand that, if I'm being... Oh, no, there you are, never mind. I was going to say, I didn't really understand how you could get lost in a place like this, when really all you have to do is look and see, like, the tallest thing moving around, it's going to be me. It's definitely 100% going to be me. There is nothing in this land that is taller. Except perhaps, well, you know this... Oh, there's a giant here. Except perhaps a giant, yes. Right, maybe not dealing with this, although mammoths. Two giants, okay. Let's just have a look here. I've got, in the way of destruction spells, I have Elemental Bolt, because of course I do. Oh, the most superior spell. How much... If I were to... That's quite a heaping helping of magicka, actually. Yes. Well... Maybe this is something we don't want to tangle with. Oh my god, there's so many mammoths. You know, given how much of a plain Whiterun is, you would expect them to not be able to creep up on me like this. And yet, Lydia... What do you want? No soul gem large enough. I know. I've really got to find myself a soul gem. I think that would serve, well, the problem of releasing souls into the ether. I think that's the great problem with murder, you know, is that you're just, like, sending souls off to be devoured by, who knows, dragons, presumably. Rather than spending an eternity floating about in the ether or being devoured by dragons, I think souls, particularly souls of people defeated by me, would be much more honored to be squeezed out into my weapons. You're a part of you living on forever, unless I use you to, like, recharge your weapon, of course, in which case, well, you'll be lost. But no one cares about you, really. I mean, your name is Bandit, for crying out loud. What is this? That's Dustman's Cairn. No, Lydia, that's Dustman's Cairn over there. We're trying to get to Broken Tower Redoubt, Red Eagle's Tomb, and Serpent's Bluff Redoubt. It's far, far, far to the west of here. That's where we need to be going. Swear, you're almost as bad at reading a map as you are at following me, although at least... Are you stuck on a rock? Good lord. Well, perhaps it's my fault for giving you heavy armor. You can't lift your leg. Maybe that's what's going on here. I don't know. I believe it says somewhere in your housecarl contract that you are responsible for purchasing and maintaining the appropriate equipment. Well, there's a little bit of a wizard's duel happening here, and I believe that wizard's duel has now concluded. So, yes, I think I'm just going to let that lie, as it were. It doesn't seem like something I need to be involved with. So what I have here, I have a large sack of flour. A basket, a deer hide. I don't think I need any of those things. I also don't really know where that Atronet got to, but I suppose that is actually not my problem. Right then, I'll pick some lovely little flowers, some lavender and some tundra cotton. Lydia, these are for you? I don't mean I'm giving you flowers, because I'm not interested in you in that way. Romantically, of course I'm interested in you sexually, are you kidding me? They're for you to hold on to. Yes, they're for you to hold on to, so that I may use them in the creation of potions. You see, it's a lost art, actually, alchemy. It's something most Nords don't really consider in amidst their day-to-day struggles of, trying to beat each over the head with sticks and run each other through with swords. But in actual fact, alchemy can do many wonderful things. It can improve your smithing, it can make you more impervious to fire, the worst of all elements. Actually, fire is offensively the best of all elements, but, it's also really painful to be on the receiving end of it. One might go so far as to call it my one true weakness. Now, you might be thinking, what about ice, right? Because it drains stamina, etc. And practically speaking, yes, as a fighter, ice is terrible. But I would say that fire is actually my one true weakness because it disfigures me. The burns do not look good. Chickstig scars, not burns. Oh, by the way, since we're here, hold on just a moment. Since we're here, at this little manor farm. Who? What? Are you shooting at me or the deer? I really can't tell. Either way, you need to work on your aim. It's embarrassing. I'm half inclined to beat you to death just for being terrible shots. But in this case, I'll make an exception because, well, upsetting the fragile balance of Skyrim's ecosystem is actually somewhat amusing to me. Somewhat. Yes, there's this dead man here named Urval. See, I really think that someone naming their kid Urval is just asking for trouble. What is this? This is a blister wart. This is a blue butterfly, which I have not grabbed. Oh, I have grabbed. Wonderful. More butterflies, please. Yes, give unto me the butterflies. Right, last time we were here, we completely failed to crack this mystery of Golden Hills Plantation. Today I am feeling, like we can accomplish this in a much more cinematic manner. And here I have a cooking pot and a bed, a child's bed with a journal. Well, he wishes to join the Legion and wants to defeat a bandit or a wolf. Does he now? And he's also got a little bit of Dartwings in there, a yellow book of riddles, a boiled creme treat. How lovely. Excuse me, Lydia, you are in my way. This is not one of your house call duties. You yes, you really need to move now. Down here in the basement, I have barrels with cabbages, and red apples, and green apples, and carrots, and a button. And this button opens this door, which can I help you? Okay. For what I was talking about a minute ago with soul gems, I'm actually kind of glad that I don't have a soul gem big enough for your soul, because attacking me like that from the afterlife, you deserve unpleasantness, wandering for all eternity. More glowing mushrooms. Give me the glowing mushrooms. Hello, here's the Jonquil Journal. Okay. Rin's gone missing. We already know where Rin went, because we've done this out of the proverbial order, as it happens. There are potions of cure disease, plentiful stamina, and healing here. Well, I appreciate that. Take an alembic. I don't need an alembic, I don't think. I could be wrong about this. Right, there's more nightshade. Yes, we'll need some of that. Lydia, I require your movement. Find the well. Find the well. Yes. So, anyway, this settlement was put up here. It's very, very nice. But I feel like they could have built the well, closer. Closer in proximity. More adjacent, if you will. Adjoining, perhaps? On the land itself, a pair of wolves. A trio of wolves, excuse me. Lydia, did you kill the last wolf? That was amazing. I adore you. You're so good at your job. Here's the well. Oh, here's a child skeleton. He had 3 whole gold on him. Sure, right. I have now taken the toy sword. What do you want me to do with this toy sword? Return it to the farm. Okay. Perhaps you better put this quest up so I know exactly where the almighty god Howard wants me to put this sword. Because really, like, return the sword to the farm, I could just embed it in the tree stump here. I would consider that returning it to the farm. But no. That's clearly not what I meant to do. Apparently I meant to place the sword right there. And then speak to the ghost.
Hi there.
Hi. Now I'm really quite glad that I didn't, take any of the
Thanks a
swords.
lot. Here, take this for all your hard work.
You don't seem to be bothered about the fact that you are dead. Well, I suppose you wouldn't mind. Humans, afterlife, that sort of thing. I can plant crops, yes. Does anyone know? Yes, Blue Mountain Flower for restore health. Wonderful. What else do we have? Bleeding Crown for resist magic. Yes, that seems like a good thing to have more of. Glowing Mushroom for fortify destruction. Yes. I think I'll have a couple of those, actually. Make my destruction spells bigger and betterer. Unfortunately, as much as alchemy is a wonderful little art, I don't know as much about it as, perhaps I should. Lavender is a completely unknown quantity. Namara's rot is a completely unknown quantity. You see, there are gaps in my knowledge. Gaps I intend to fill. 9 out of 10 crops are planted. Was there something planted here? And then what? A tundra cotton? Sure. Why not? Right, there we are. Hire a steward for the plantation. Okay, I shall, where might I find a steward? A suitable steward to tend my crops for me. Can I seriously not walk onto that? I apparently cannot. My armor is too big. Oh well, so be it. Since we're in the area and Gleda the Goat is here, we may as well make a little bit more progress on this whole finding Mr. Sanguinius thing. Oh look, I found a wolf. I think I'll make a little more progress on my archery practice as well. Behold! No soul gem large enough, understood. However, I am the superior archer. This cannot be denied. When I looked at my inventory earlier, I found so many arrows that I've been riddled with. We really need to start working on, using some of these. I don't think it would be too bad an idea. Of course, the true weapons of the orc are blunt instruments like, maces and warhammers. Lydia, every time you wander off, it really makes me feel like I start talking to myself, and I don't really appreciate feeling like I'm talking to myself. I much prefer an audience to listen to my deranged rambling. There's a giant. Okay, there's a giant. Yes. I am unsure as to what to make of this. Hello. Hello, can we speak? Are you Gleda the Goat? Oh. Okay, we have made the giant angry. Go chase Lydia. Here, let me just make a little thing for you to have to deal with. And then I shall stand back here and pepper you with arrows. Grok. Grok the Giant. Wait, really? Grok? That's your name? Of all the names that you could come up with in this world for... Again, with the ridiculous names, you know, the guy back at the farm, Urval, or whatever his name was. No. You should be chasing the Atronach. The Atronach is plain... Yes, chase the Atronach. You benighted, unintelligent little algorithm. There we are. Giant's Toe? I believe I may have just acquired a Giant's Toe, and it only took about 12 arrows. And also, Lydia got beat up a bit. Steel Battle Axe, Cave Bear Pelt, Giant's Toe, Ice Wolf Pulse, Sapphire. There are various pelts here. I don't know if you want any of this. Also, Orcish Scaled Helmet. I mean, that is really, like... Look. I shouldn't. I'm going to take these pelts, actually. Just help myself to those. Orcish Scaled Helmet. It's light armor. The armor is definitely worse. But, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. It has the word orc in the title. And, gosh, do I look beautiful now? And yes, I know it's light armor, and one wonders about an orc who would forge such a thing. I mean, really, it's in our race description in the character creation menu. It specifically says something about how we have such an affinity for heavy armor. So I want to know the name of the orc who designed a light armor helmet so that I may beat him to death with my bare hands. This seems like a fair and reasonable response. I suppose the other thing is, if I were to get a stack of light orcish armor, and then just spec into that, I would free up some carry weight. I wouldn't be, you know, an invincible wall of steel, and in my opinion, that's what being an orc is really all about. But it would be a start. Right, you there, hello, Ennis.
You talked to Reldith yet? She's like a mother to me.
Why? What? No.
You hear from the city?
What?
I visit Whiterun from time to time, mostly to make deals.
Yes, I would imagine. However, I mean to speak to you about a goat that I have now misplaced along with my housecarl, Lydia. Lydia, you are truly disappointing me this day. I'm getting quite fed up. Lydia, where is my goat? There is my goat. Fantastic. Over here. Ennis, your goat, it has arrived.
Reldith is the hardest working farmer in Rorikstead, but I'm the one with the head for business.
That's very nice. Now help me retrace my footsteps.
Gladder, and not a scratch on her. Happy day.
Happy day indeed.
I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it.
That sounds like a thing I
Only
would do.
bit I could make out was repaying Isolde in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there.
Okay.
Until next time.
Ask Isolde in Whiterun. Unfortunately, Whiterun is that way, and I'm going this way. So, I believe my little adventures over here are coming to an end. Hire a steward for the farm.
What is it, Orc?
I have an idea, actually, as to a steward I'd want to hire for the farm, but... Well... She's on the other side of the map. So it may take me a little while to get over to her. Now, Serpent's Bluff Redoubt. In fact, you should just take that off the list. Serpent's Bluff Redoubt. This shall be the first of our destinations. Lydia, at some point, I think I'm going to have you explain what these circles in the ground are. I see them dotted throughout Skyrim's landscape. They're not the standing stones. They don't confer on me magic powers. Oh, look, more red-mounted flowers. Yeah, let's have some of those. Now, granted, restoring magicka is all well and good. If I had a choice, of course, I would prefer potions of restore stamina and some exotic leather implements that are most readily found in Black Marsh. But, you know, restoring magicka also has its benefits, like keeping me alive with healing spells. Definitely the most practical function of magic that exists. Hello. Right. Oh, am I quicker on the draw than you? I think I'm quicker on the draw than you are. Oh, I've missed with that one. This arrow has gone and embedded itself in a post. Oh, well, there you are. Oh, that was a miss. However, you missed as well, so we both get to try again. Hiya! I shot you in the head. I'm surprised that you're still alive, actually. Which is a bit disappointing. However, raiding a Forsworn camp, always a fun thing. Here, have an Atronach. I would love to throw an Atronach at you. And then, I'm sorry, I want that and this. And actually, do I have I should have a shield, do I not? What? Oh, there it is. No, shut up. I have a shield. We're fine.
You won't live to
Give this to me. See, the thing about dual wielding is you lack the ability to block for some reason. You can block if you're wielding one sword, but you can't block if you're wielding two.
That the best you can do?
What is... Ow. That hurt a bit. However, it hurt you a lot more than me, so... Good. The Forsworn arrows are, let's be honest here, garbage. And you should not use them. Forsworn oh, I'll take your Briar Heart and some gold. Harder to detect for 60 seconds. I'm not going to say no to that. A Dwarven War Axe and a Dwarven Sword. Again, no, not really. There's a Flame Atronach here that has gone and gotten hostile. That's certainly interesting. It resisted Soul Trap. Oh! Yes. Well, here. Throw off a little bit of healing. What is happening? Who is still hostile? How have we not dealt with this? Oh, a Forsworn Forger. Right. That's enough of you. I'll just help myself to... There's nothing interesting here, is there? Right, now we have to go in here, and I have a very bad feeling about being in here because, well... Where there's Forsworn, there's usually Hag Ravens, and nobody likes Hag Ravens. Troll Skull. Legend of Red Eagle. Yeah, I've got that one already. Are there just 2 copies here of the Legend of Red Eagle? Is that what you're telling me? Move this book. What is this book? Brief History of the Empire. No. Iron Warhammer. No. Sacks Flour. Sacks Salt Piles. Large sack green apples. Yes. You know, I was hoping for a little more, what's the word? Food-wise diversity. Artisan, no, crap, what's a fancy word for food? I don't know. I don't know these things. There's a map here. There's a map here, and it's got a dagger stuck in the city of Markarth. Oh my goodness, there must be some sort of forsworn conspiracy pertaining to Markarth. The matriarch grows weary of your hesitation. Our people control the entire eastern slope of the Reach, all save Sungard. Take it, and the invaders will be cut off from all retreat, but we must move now while the fences are still weak. Alright. Well, now I know what my next destination is going to be. Deer hide, wooden plate, but more importantly, can I not have the wooden plate? Can I have the roast that is upon the wooden plate, please? The leg of goat roast? I would like that, yes. Chest here with gold. An elven war axe of Windwing that absorbs magicka. Give that unto me. And also give me these apprentice robes of restoration, because if I can't disenchant those, I can certainly sell it. Give unto me the coin purse. I am warm here. Is there a reason not to take a quick rest? Lydia, you are welcome to share a bed with me, and I mean that in more ways than one. The air is now chilly, because of course it is. Right. It is time, I believe, to go in here and make something very dead. It's going to be... No, wait, sorry. Yes. Probably want to summon. And if I had a thing of frost resistance, I would use it. But I don't have a thing of frost resistance. And so here we are. Sack of flour, red apples, an empty sack. Boring. Positively boring. Alright, we got some ruined books. So I've got a book called The Madmen of the Reach. a treatise, say, on the Forsworn, and 25 steel arrows, and a filter of resist magic. Why might I want such a thing? Hello, what did I trip? What did I just trip? I saw that trap.
What was that?
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Ow! Ow! I am injured. I am falling for all of the... Oh, there's a trap trigger right here. Well, at least I figured that out. That's my Atronach, but he's not going and killing anything. I'm somewhat disappointed here, actually.
What was that?
What was that? That was the sound of your doom. Yes, go, my frame, Atronach. You have work to be doing. Alright. There's a little bit of healing. Here's a bow. Some arrows. You do not want their arrows. Their arrows are garbage. That's a trap. Let's just avoid that. Hello. Is someone there? Someone is there. That someone is me.
Over here.
Hello.
There's no escape. No!
That is a hag raven. Yes, I was afraid of this. However, she has killed her own man, which I think is hilarious. Now I'm going to back off and hide down here and let my Atronach do some of the work. And by hide down here, actually now I'm going to go hide over here. Watch out for the floor trap that we know is here, in this area. I'm just waiting for my healing to recharge. It is quite atrocious how slow my magic regenerates. We're going to have to work on this. So it's a bit of regeneration. Lovely. I suppose what you could do, actually, is, you know that Berserker Rage power that we like so much? Well, the other idea is we could use one of these shouts. Like what? Like, Fire Breath? Breathe a fire upon them? Make my weapon swing fast? I don't think it works with an enchanted weapon, though, is the problem. Yes, I can't do that. The weapon is enchanted. Incredibly disappointing. However, Dead Hag Raven. Lovely. And some Nirnroot. Lovely. And a Spell Tome of Frostbite, which is not a spell that I have, I believe. Books. Spell Tome Frostbite acquired. Fantastic. There's something back here that we'll need to unlock. Yes. Does anyone, Does anyone know how we might do that? Because you see, I don't see a way of unlocking this door. Now, granted, I am not going to claim that I'm, you know, the most intelligent orc ever to walk the land. Wait. Sometimes Forsworn have, like, gems on them. That would be something, you know, one would want to have. Ah, rune book. What if we were to place something here? Ah, I believe I have now opened the door. That's very weird. Very, very weird. Right, hello? Who's back here? What is... Oh, there's treasure. There's a dwarven greatsword, and some enchanting, and some soul gems. Right, first things first, is there anything that I can disenchant? Yes, the Magica Absorption thingamajig. Right, lovely. I would imagine that you don't have any real soul gems. No, you don't. Disappointing. Twin Secrets, that would be some enchanting being raised. Lovely. Here's some more soul gems, some magic potions, some Canis root. Does anyone know what one does with Canis root? I don't know what one does with Canis root. Hjalti's sword. Yeah, take those. Orcish scaled boots. Those are light armor, unfortunately. Now, the thing I'm thinking is, you might want those anyway. I don't. I really don't. Light armor is for women. You may ignore that statement, Lydia. Right, so then our next destination shall be Old Hrodran Inn. At some point we will need to eat some food. And it's just a little matter of getting down the mountain, which is actually very easy. It is, in fact, the easiest thing in the world to get down a mountain. All you do is jump. The real secret is getting down a mountain and surviving, which is definitely a thing that can be done. Ow. So anyway, there's a bear here. Don't worry. I'll deal with this. Yes, come here. Come here. I wish to hurt you. Oh dear. You seem to take quite a bit of a pounding, actually. I probably should have stayed up the mountain more. Yes, I'm getting hurt. I'm getting quite badly hurt as it happens. Potions. I believe I have some of these now. How about, a couple minor healing. You have a major healing one? Yes, but do you want to use it? Not at present. Oh, well. Oh, good. I would appreciate it if the Atronach could, do its job. That would be nice. Yes. Excellent. The Atronach has done its job and it has become a distraction. Hello. It's a bit slow of me. Now, take a bite out of me and capture your soul. Right, don't worry, I'll take care of this. Mora Tapanella. Lovely. Was it really all that smart to get rid of the Mask of Clavius Vile? Well, remember to put it on when we're dealing with prices, obviously. But I'm thinking I can just, farm light armor damage on certain enemies. So, or light armor experience, I should say. And block, for that matter. Could actually use that shield more often. Not the worst idea in the world. Right, hello. Old Thraldrin Inn. I have arrived. I am in you.
A visitor.
Do
Hello.
you remember me now, Jolty?
I have his
It's
sword.
been an honor to serve you, brother.
Right, okay.
Remember our lessons from the sword masters of Alcair? Let me show you a few things you may have forgotten before we leave Folden.
Right. My one-handed has gone up. Wonderful. And my block also has gone up. Wasn't I just saying that we needed to work on our blocking ability? Well, that was the perfect opportunity. I am trained, am I? Do you want to stay at the inn? Do I want to stay at the inn? I don't think I need to, actually. Isn't there... If I'm not mistaken about where I am, which, granted, it's entirely possible that I am very mistaken about where I am, but I believe there's actually just a free campsite around the corner from here. In some direction. How can I be drained, though? I slept before I dealt with the freaking hag ravens. This makes no sense. Also, you cannot actually get a full night's sleep on a hag raven's bed, can you? On a campfire bed, can you? Well, no, there is that, detail. Also, the campsite is now gone. It has been replaced with a shrine of Mara. Oh. Well, okay. Well, in that case, Lydia, I think the smart thing to do actually would be to run back and have a nice little nap in the old Hrolden Inn. Not Hraldran. I was apparently misinformed as to the pronunciation, also the location, because it has momentarily disappeared from my mini-map, and that was slightly concerning. But no real matter.
All of a sudden, the ghost disappeared. What happened to it?
I took care of it. Don't worry. I'll rent the
Have
room.
a good rest. It's the big room with the double... I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Yes, the big room with
See
the
ya.
double bed. It's this
If you
one.
drink too much, you're
Understood.
out. No drunks.
Battle of Sancretor, which apparently is a book that I can just take. Lovely. Bed, sleep. We'll just sleep for 7 hours. It seems to be a thing that works pretty well for us. We will need to eat something. The good news is I have a lot of food.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Right, yes. Oh, my beast blood has kept me from a restful sleep, has it? How disappointing. Leg of goat roast. 220 points of hunger. There we go. Now I'm satisfied. All I did was kick a basket. Just seriously overreacting.
I work for Ildis. She runs the inn.
I don't believe I asked. Right. Now, we're going to go up north and take care of these other 2 quests in the Reach. And then I'm going to leave the Reach for a long time because, frankly, I find the place unpleasant. I really do. Like, all that bluster about how the mountains remind me of Orsinar, Manur, or whatever it is that we call our home. I just call it Orkland. It's easier. It rolls off the tongue, you know. But anyways, Orzammar. That's not it. Orsinium! That's what it's called. Yes, of course. But anyways, we'll just move along here. Hello. Oh yes, this cave. I've been here. I've dealt with this. This problem has been solved by a very handsome orc, an orc named Sue. And now I'm going to proceed up this way towards whatever danger is on the map this way up here, but of course I don't think I can actually make it up this little hill here. Once again, mountain climbing is not the national sport of Orsinium, and so I suspect that as soon as the slope gets this steep, I'm going to have to turn around and find a different way up. However, I can just kind of sort of walk around the mountain like this, so that works. And I believe I have found a better way up. Right. Well, let's get into this then. Hiya, grab me this, grab me that, grab onto me my banded iron shield. Don't look at me, that's how it's spelled. Hello? Hello, is someone here looking for trouble? If you are, I will happily destroy you. I would love to destroy you. I will destroy you. I will destroy you. Yes. Hello? Is anyone here? We've been here. Wait a minute. I'm so confused right now. Yes, no, we've been here. We've killed everyone here. Where? I'm not meant to be here, am I? I'm meant to be over at Broken Tower Redoubt or Rebel's Cairn. Oh! Oh, I've gone to the wrong thing. Hello, Lydia. Look, I'm not going to question that one, alright? You've managed to get up here, that's kind of funny. Let's just move on. Where shall we go now? So Rebel's Cairn is this way. And all I need to do is drop off the sword. I would say do that, and then we can swing around to the north. See what else there is to see. You know, there are too many... that's called Broken Tower Redoubt, but there's also a Broken Tower right over there. Like, I'm sorry, Skyrimers, but you need to do a little bit better with your naming conventions. It gets quite confusing. Rebel's Cairn, yes. Here's some of those white caps we know so much about. Let me just... Right. And then, alright, I've unlocked the secret of where... Something is opening. Ah, something is opened. Right, well, I'll just... Oh, so this is going to be a fight. Right. Understood. I don't know why I put that away. Just give me the shield, yes. Then we have Berserker Fury ready to go. Okay, alright. Alright, hello, Red Eagle. This is like no damage to you, which I'm a little bit concerned about. Ow. Oh, you can shout. Hang on, I can shout too. Let's do a little bit of shouting. Here, have some fire breath. Yo! Okay, there we go. I am slowed now. That's interesting. I'm gonna back off a bit. Red Eagle deal with, you know, all of my compatriots. Lydia, you need to fight the guy. I really require that you fight the guy. Okay, I completely missed with that attack. Look, I'm off my game a little bit, alright? Don't worry too much about this. I'm out of stamina, am I? Hold on, let me deal with that. I got a potion of enhanced... that's a potion of enhanced stamina, it's not... Well, plentiful stamina. There we go. We're back! These are not the minor enemies that I wanted to grind a block... Ooh, soul captured. Wonderful. Hound Ancient Nord Great Sword of Burning. I'll have that. I can sell it at the very least. Have myself a little bit of healing. I believe the Atronach has gone and taken care of all the skellings. Yeah, these are the Ancient Nord arrows. That's not, you know, the most useful thing for me. Right, there's a steel shield back here. I'm sorry, I had a banded iron shield, and this is a steel shield. I'll keep the banded iron for now, I would presume. This is armor rating 30. Hold on. Apparel. This is armor rating 28, and it does more blocking because you have fortified block on it. Yes, that's true. However, it's a steel shield. And inside the chest we have Brawler's Iron Gauntlets. Yes, well, that's nice and all. Lydia,
Still here.
I need to trade.
I am at your command.
I would imagine. You're wearing Dwarven plate armor, which is heavy. You have a Dwarven shield, which is armor rating 32. Wait a minute. Why do you have the best shield? I'm offended by all of this. At any rate, I'm going to hand over to you this banded iron shield and give it to you. And then I just got this new steel shield that I'll favorite as one of mine.
Let's get
Perfect.
going then.
Let's get going indeed. Here's a coin purse. Here's a potion of plentiful healing, which I don't think is a thing that I had to use. See? Bam. Healed. Wonderful. Red Eagle has been dealt with. It's another wonderful day for me. And I got a couple of things that I can probably sell, including Red Eagle's Bane, which is undead up to level 13 are set on fire and flee for 30 seconds. That's nice, but you see, I'm level 24. I don't think I'm going to find very many undead of level 13. So that's a bit disappointing. Alright, back out to Skyrim. My next destination is to the north. Another glorious blue day in the city of Skyrim, the province of Skyrim. Wow, actually. You know, for all the complaining that I do about the you know, I'm talking here. Go away. For all the complaining that I do about the mountains of the Reach, once you actually get up onto a mountain, or a plateau, it is quite beautiful. Particularly when, like, the sky is fairly clear, and there's this nice, like, blue little tint to everything. Yes. I wouldn't actually mind being the High King of Skyrim, now that I think about it. Okay. So my next destination is whatever this is. That's not really a problem. Don't fall to your death now. Just pull out one of these. Pull out one of those. Test out my new shield. My new shield. My new shield's over here. Shoot me! Do it! Oh, you missed.
Where are you?
Come on. I wish to farm block upon you. Yes. More.
First you, then all of the Reach.
You're not doing a lot of damage to me. Behold the pain and suffering that I can inflict upon you. And there's very little that you can do in return to me. How's the charge on this weapon doing, by the way? This Bane of the Assassin. Oh, wow. It's still basically full charge. Yes. Wonderful. That was me. That was me, and I am here. Broken Tower Redoubt. Here we are. Prepare yourself. The leader of Broken Tower Redoubt is right here. Right. I'll just help myself to a steel shield, wherever that is. There it is, yes. Right. Miss. Oh, dear God. Yes, you better miss. Right, hello. Do I have... Hold on. I have a filter of resist magic, do I not? Oh, I do. Fantastic.
The best you can do.
I'm not going to concern myself too much with the... Oh, that hurts a bit. Alright, fine. Potions. We got some plentiful healing potions here. Probably need a little bit. Alright, more stamina potions, please. You are out. You are 100% out of stamina potions. Oh, that's terrible. Right, well, this is what we chug mead for. Hiya. There we are. The kill animation started, and then you got back up. And now the kill animation has happened again, but this time you are dead. Broken Tower, Prison Key, Hag Ravenclaw, Elven Dagger. Why would I want an Elven Dagger? That makes no sense. Collect a bounty from Rarek. Yes. That shall be a thing that I do. I open this with the key and there's nothing in here. Why would there be anything in here? Lydia! Lydia, aversion to frost. Aversion to frost, yes. Lydia, I can't help but notice that you provided absolutely no assistance whatsoever in that endeavor. And I must say, I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh, there's a chest right here. Fantastic. Another silver inglet. Health regenerates faster and shock resistance. Well, yes. Alright, Para, what necklace do I currently have equipped? The Amulet of Talos. Oh. No, I think it's Necklace of Remedy for faster regenerating health. Ah, there we go. Yes, my health now regenerates. I was wondering about this, since we are playing this game in survival mode. Right. For my next trick, we are just going to go basically directly south. Well, we're going to make our way over to Rorikstead and then go directly south, but we could also go south and then head over. I see no reason to actually test my mettle against the rest of the Forsworn in this fortress. They are, you know, somewhat unimpressive. Oh, hello. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Archery duel. It's archery duel time. I've let the practice slide a little bit, so no big deal. All I do is I fire and then I take a step to the right and she misses, and then I fire and I take a step to the right and she... Okay, that didn't work too well. How are we missing now? There we go, that's a hit. A good hit. And die. There we are. Lovely. I'm not sure why my archery isn't improving though. Sad. Disappointing. Where is Lydia? Lydia should be helping me with this. But she's just kind of decided to bugger off a bit. Hello? I don't know about that at all. Hello? Where?
Come and face the Forsworn.
Come and face the orc. Here. Steel shield, go. Behold, I can block and you cannot, so...
We are routed.
There we go, light armor up. And you're dead. Oh, hello, Lydia. I'm glad to see that you finally made it here. I'm going to deliver unto you the greatest insult one enemy can give another. To be ignored. Let's just continue on our little journey here. I am peckish. It's not really a problem. I mean, it is a problem. Sort of. Me starving to death would ultimately be a problem. Me being slightly peckish, not so much. Is Lydia actually following me this time? Oh, hey, look, a wolf. Right, let's farm some more block upon you. Come here. Yes, yes, hurt me. Lydia. Lydia, the point was to farm blocking and light armor. Like I said earlier, I don't know why I care that much about light armor, but you know. It is stylish. I can't deny that. And the lesser weight means that I can move my head around more quickly. So I suppose it has that going for it. Hello? Louis Latrush. Louis Latrush. What are you doing over here, Louis Latrush? Well, obviously you're cursing your parents for giving you that name. And I do a thing about cursing my parents for giving me the name. I mean, why do you think they went and named me Sue? Was it so that I get beaten up a lot and I'd get better at life? No, that sort of thing only happens in songs. They named me Sue because I shat the bed my first night on this world and they never forgave me for it.
Time to die, hero.
Oh, look, bandits. Okay. Have some blocking. Don't worry. I'll just have Lydia kill you and I'll do some blocking here. You're not... Oh, there's 3 of you now. Alright. That's enough of this. Die. Come here. Come. Fall upon my... Well, don't fall upon my... Just kiss my mace? I don't know. You can't really fall upon my mace. It won't hurt you that much. Unless you, like, fall head first upon it. Well done, Lydia. Right, do we want anything from these people? I doubt it. They're bandits. If they had things worth taking, they wouldn't be bandits. Lydia, I'll trust you to just clean up that last one. I really don't feel a need to drive too hard after him. Alright, climb another mountain to get my bearings. That's how this works. That's how one does orc scouting. Now, you might be asking, well, wait a minute. Orc scouting in heavy armor. Why would you do scouting in heavy armor? The answer is because you're an orc, you do everything in heavy armor. Be realistic here. Alright, so we have a giant camp over there. We have some sort of farm this way. I don't think... Oh, wait, no, that's Rurikstead. Never mind. That's my farm. Ha! Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful, but to be honest, I could retire someday and be a farmer, but I don't really intend to do that anytime soon. There's far too much adventuring to be done. Purple Mountain Flowers. Is that a thing that I need? I don't remember. Which one is Purple Mountain Flowers? Purple Mountain Flower is Restore Stamina, which actually is... And Resist Frost. Those are both things that I need. Let's not kid ourselves here. As much as I might like to pretend that fire is my one weakness, frost damage is actually far more dangerous to me. Just because, first of all, not a vampire. Little detail. And second of all, frost damage also drains my stamina and slows me down. And I am a melee fighter who likes using power attacks, and therefore, you know, not being very fast, and also not having a lot of stamina, are both very detrimental to my fighting style. You know, Lydia, I really do feel like we need a new book to read, having exhausted the Song of Fromia. So if we were to just look into here, unfortunately there aren't that many good ones that I have at the moment. The Madmen of the Reach, The Legend of Red Eagle, The Rear Guard by Tennis Moore. The castle will hold. No matter the forces, the walls of Cascabel Hall would never fail. But that was small consolation for Menegur. He was hungry. In fact, he had never been so hungry. The well in the atrium of the fortress supplied him with enough water to hold there until the 4th era. But his stomach reminded Menegur minute to minute that he needed food. Well, the funny thing about that is, I can't help but notice, I don't appear to need water. If one were to look in my inventory for just a second here. The Nordmead, you've eaten all the Nordmead. I have? Mead with Juniper Berry. It's stamina report. Yes, so that restores points of hunger. Mead in fact does make you less hungry. What are you complaining about? See, it's funny. Right, so way back in the day, I received a, Warrior's Challenge. My ancestors built a great hall in the mountainside north of Bile Gulch Mine. They call it Hendraheim. As the last of my clan, I wish to bequeath this horn to a true warrior. You are not a Nord, but your prowess in battle rivals that of our most legendary fighters. Excuse me, I will not stand for this slander. My prowess in battle does not rival that of your most legendary fighters. My prowess in battle exceeds that of your most legendary fighters. Now, of course, my ability to get down a mountain uninjured is also quite impressive, but... No, this slander will not stand. I must have a proper reckoning. That's the word, reckoning, yes. I'll admit, I did have a moment there where I was really concerned, curious, questioning the concept of taking over the ownership of a house that belonged to someone who questioned my prowess in battle, but at the end of the day I couldn't help but decide that would actually be the finest form of insult, even more so than, being ignored. Lydia, I will need you to keep track of all the keys, though I am acquiring property at an alarming rate. Right, well, let's see. How about one of these? That could be funny. I don't really want to have to catch Soul Trap on you anyway. Also, you should have some food. Not the hot soups. We don't have a lot in the way of... What is the difference between these? Oh, it's just a different texture, is it? Right. Well fed. Lovely. Let's go, have a little fight here now. Hello? How are you?
Huh?
Look. Let me explain something to you. This thing. This note here? I have it, and I've come to accept your challenge.
I understand.
Yes, I'll bet you do. Right, prepare to die.
Hey, watch it.
We're having a challenge, you know. I don't know why I have to watch this, because we have a challenge happening. You've challenged me to honorable combat, and you're going to have to suffer for it.
Victory is yours. I submit.
The point of you was to die in combat, was it not? So confused here. Right, note, key to Hendrheim, necklace of stamina, very nice. Iron sword, belted tunic, indeed. You've got, oh, you have a Nordic sword of scorching of, oh, you were going for this, weren't you? Whoops. Well, a true warrior would never separate herself from her equipment like that, you fool. Right. Well, that's a nice little house away from home. Away from home. It's a home itself. We got a shock abatement here. So shock resistance, lovely. Got a regenerating necklace. We've got a stamina necklace. These are fantastic things to have. We have Grand Soul Gem filled with Common Soul. That's disappointing. Well, isn't this nice? Oh, yes. We have here a cooking spit. A little bit of a bar. Oh, lovely. Lydia, what would you like to... Oh my god, there's an apple pie in here. Wonderful. Oh, yes. Over here we have an oven. What can I do with an oven? Oh my goodness. You need salt piles and stacks of flour. Crab cakes. Yes. I'm not going to say no. Braided bread. Alright, more. Alright, we got more salt lying around here than we know what to do with. Down here, I have... What do I have here? Rueful axe, ebony blade, Volendrum, Oriel's bow, Oriel's shield, Thorstein Sulky, Kjolbjorn's skull, moth in a jar, bee in a jar, paragons, blood skull blade, Hoarfrost, Mirax sword. Okay. Mannequins. Dragon claws. Right. Mace of Molag Ball, Dragonbane. These are for Daedric artifacts. What I can't help but notice is that there's not one for Red Eagle's Bane. So if you'd be so kind as to just put that there. Not so scorching that something is stolen, so you need to fence it, unfortunately. Well, in that case, you may as well just hang that up here. We'll find a way to fence it at some point, I presume. Weapon plaque, weapon plaque. No shield racks, though? Well, that's a nice looking home. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I quite like this place. And we'll definitely have to do something with it. Ooh, alchemy labs. Alchemy labs, yes. We have definitely some things that should happen here. Such as, restoring health. Yes, I'll have one of those. Restoring magicka. Which, you know, would be something that I might want to do if I were to become a full-on wizard as opposed to an occasionally spell-slinging warrior orc clad in heavy armor. Mostly heavy armor. This light habit is quite spiffing. Must find more ingredients for restore stamina, and not for the naughty reasons. I actually do need that in combat. Alright. Well, in that case, Lydia, I think the sensible thing to do for our next stop... Hold on, what's all this? This is more weapon racks. Yes, I think the sensible thing to do is to fill these weapon racks with implements of terror and war and honorable and dishonorable combat. Come along, Lydia. There's quite a bit of work ahead of us. I mean, I counted like 20 weapon racks in there. So seriously, quite a lot of work.
Don't ruin my hard work by dying out there.
Well, as long as I don't take a mini nuke to the face, I think I'll be fine. No, for God's sake. Where's that even coming from?
You did just kill your own undying ghost.
Well, then he wasn't very good at being an undying ghost, was he? It's right there in the damn name. Did I just turn pirate? It sure feels like I just turned pirate.